is a phys ed game called Yoshi for grades 4 to 8. You'll need 2 sets of pennies and 2 mats. In Yoshi you'll see we have our 2 mats that need to be placed on the floor along the edges, right up against the wall, as long as you have crash mats so no one's going to go face first into a cement wall. It's an invasion territory slash tag game where you'll have one team on one half, one on the other side, and they'll need to wear pennies because they're not going to stay on their own half the entire game. The goal of this game is the players are going to try and run from their half without getting tagged onto the mat on the opposite half. So as you see that player right there, she made it across without getting tagged, so she's safe there, and she'll want the rest of her teammates to try and make it onto the mat as well. Okay, if you try and get to the other side and you get tagged like that player did on the way, you'll have to take a seat and you sit down, you're stuck there. So if we look over here, a red player is trying to go, and since the red's on the yellow half, they can get tagged. Got tagged by a yellow player, the red also must sit down. So the 2 players with circles are sitting down. The way you get back into the game, or back if you can get saved when you're sitting, is someone on your team must make it across without getting tagged. So this player made it without getting tagged and freed you, so just kind of tagged you, and you can hold hands and you get a free walk back. So those 2 players, they can have a free walk back to their half and restart. Okay, if we look on this side, red player makes it through, another red player makes it through, yellow player makes it through. Okay, red player almost makes it but gets tagged. Now this is a case, I threw this in here because this happens very often where someone will get tagged really close to the mat. Now what happens is usually the kids on the mat, so on the red mat or the red team mat there, they like to try and sneak and just quickly tag them, then jump back on the mat. But that's not the case. If they want to save somebody, so they can leave the mat to save them, but then they must take the free walk back to their half. So you got to remind them, or you got to make sure that they follow that rule. That's kind of a big one. Alright, at some point, if the game's going slow, the instructor or teacher can yell out Yoshi, and when they say Yoshi, anyone who's sitting, they can automatically get back up, and it's just a big hustle to be the first team to get to the mat. So if the kids hear you yell Yoshi, they start running. The red team goes to that mat, yellow team goes to that mat as fast as they can. In this case, we see that yellow team wins. They're the first team to get everybody onto their mat, and that's Yoshi. Some things you want to think about when playing Yoshi is you can only save one person at a time, and then both people get a free walk back to their half. So you can't save more than one. You might want to include a buffer zone around the mats so players can't puppy guard. So if there's just a little bit of room around the mats, maybe put some cones up or something. So say you can't guard in there, because if everyone's guarding around the mat, the other team will never get to go in. And if the game's going slow, yell out Yoshi. That's it for Yoshi. If you've enjoyed this game and you want to see more games, head to PhysEdGames.com or subscribe to our channel.